All right. Today we're going to learn a very, very practical halacha. Since we're in the 9 days, and it says Tzion Mishpat Tipoda v'Shaveh b'Tzedakah, that we hope through the Tzedakah we'll have a geula. So it says one halacha which is sometimes people don't realize there could be over on a big lav. It says like this. I'm reading from the Tur Yeredeh Reish Mem Zayin. V'od yesh lo sase. There's another lav by Hilchas Tzedakah lemalim enov mimena. If somebody only a meshulach coming to shul or to your house to collect tzedakah, and you make believe either you don't see it or you ignore him, whether b'shoigeg b'meizit, you ignore him and you don't give him. Shenema lo sa'ametz et levavchon v'lo sikpotz et yodchon achicha evyan. Don't harden your heart and don't close your hands from helping him. If you ignore the ani and you don't participate in helping him, nikro b'liyal v'kilu oivet avodah zarah. So it's not stam a lav. It's a lav that if you ignore the ani, it's like oivet avodah zarah. Now you could be yoitza with a small amount by participating wherever you can. A lot of times you could, but we have a problem today. A lot of people today, they live in a plastic economy. They don't hold any cash. They don't even have plastic anymore. It's all done digitally on the phone. Sometimes you feel like I'm not going to go. Sometimes he's not capable to take from you digitally or with a plastic. So you just says I don't have. So it's very, very much recommended to have some money in the pocket, whether change, whether some dollars. Only come give him this way. Otherwise, you could be over on the lav salim los amet as livcha v'los sikvot as yodcha. It's very, very important to have, not to be over on this. Again, I'm not talking about somebody himself is an oni, doesn't have, okay, he's a potter, chayecha koidman. But if somebody could afford to give it, just for whatever reason, either he ignores him or he does, I don't want to help you, or you feel like I don't have cash on me. Sometimes that's why to be ready, it's good to have available money to give when the oni comes. You give it to him. Again, what schum you give him, what amount, it's already up to you, but at least you're not over by participating. You're not over and los sa'alim es enecho, los amet es levavcha. So you're not allowed to ma'alim to ignore the ani. Then he brings some things of encouragements of here. Again, the Tur is halacha sefer, but he brings a lot of drush on this in Reish Mem Zayin. He says, somebody careful always to give, participate always to giving the ani something. Me'ida olav kiuzera borech. The act of tzedakah, it's testifying about you that you are coming from a zera borech Hashem d'chsiv leman asher yitzava es bona v'es beisa acharav la'aseh tzedakah mishpat. It shows a simon you ben Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'en kiseh Yisrael mischoinen, which is the kiseh with the aleph. It's only going to be the man Mashiach going to come, then a kiseh going to be sholem v'dos emes oimedes. Our whole religion and stands ela b'tzedakah. Shenemar, the pasuk in Yeshaya, b'tzedakah tichoinani. That's what's holding you. Ve'en is only gone ela b'tzedakah. Shenemar tzin lo mishpat tipoda v'shaveh b'tzedakah. V'oimer shimru mishpat v'asu tzedakah kikrovo yishosi lova v'tzedkosi li'golos. Okay, so then he brings. I'm going to go briefly a few inyonim that encourages us. V'lo'olam an odom me'ani min tzedakah. A person doesn't become poor from tzedakah. V'lo dovara, v'lo hezek misgoylel al yoda shenemar v'oyo masa tzedakah shalom miloshen peace and shalem shleimus. It's not going to hurt anybody. Then it says like this: V'al yale beliboy etzaloymor echser mamoyni. I think why I have to give somebody my money? I work hard. Let them go to work. What do I have to help him? Litna lanim ki yesh lo ladas she'en a moment shalo. The way you have to look at this whole new perception, when you look at it, it makes you easier to help others. It's Hashem gave me ela pikodon. He deposited with me some money. Lasos bo ritzoin hamafkid. He made the deposit. He gave it to me. He trusted me that I'm going to do the right thing with the money. Obviously, Hashem tell me when He gave me the money, 80-90% it's yours. 10 to 20%, that's what the halacha is, you give to aniyim. So when he gave me the money, he trusted me with a 10-20%. I'm going to give it to Aniyim. And that's as the Ratzon Hashem, the depositor. He's depositing the money. Sheyichalek la'aniyim. Mimeno. V'zo ha'chelek hatov sheyeh lo mimeno. It says, and you should know that's the only thing, the one you give away, this is really yours. After 120, the money you had, the 80-90%, that doesn't go with you. That stays over here. What goes with you to the other world, the money you give away. Void, כי הדובר בודק ומנוסה, כי בשביל הצדוקה שנויסן לא יחסר לו, אלא אדרבה, תוסיף לו אושר וכבוד. Adrabah, because of the tzedakah, it's only going to increase for you honor and wealth. V'omru chachamim, I'm finishing with this. B'chol dover osur l'nasa sakadosh baruch hu, am sachas tainis, chutz midover zeh, k'dichsiv b'chaninu no b'zois. So interesting, the Drisha brings, whenever the Tur mentions in tzedakah, it's not stam tzedakah, stam giving without the cheshbon. It talks about meiser, because the promise of b'chaninu no b'zois, it's only the gaba meiser. Giving exactly from the net profit or the net check you bring home after all taxes and all business expenses, you give 10 to 20% to tzedakah. So that's when he says the b'chanun is not all tzedakah; it's only by meiser. And when you do it the right way, the meiser will give you osher v'chavod. So it's nothing that you could lose from it. Okay, I'm just again want to go back and say the main topic today, and I want the people to focus on this, that Chalila v'chaz, a person could be over a big avera by ignoring the ani, because either b'shoyag he didn't have with him any cash, or he didn't have any way to give it to him, or b'meida says, I don't want to give it to him. So that could be Chalila v'chaz bordering with inyan of a big law, with inyan of a zorah. That's why it's a good idea to have always available funds. By the way, a lot of people, they have Meiser money and they put it in a special envelope or special account. When money comes, it's ready to give. This way, you're not over on that love of Lasametz es Lebavcha.